Good evening, dearly beloved sisters. Good evening, mummies. Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you all to another Saturday class. It's my pleasure to be here, and it's also my pleasure to have everyone here tonight. And I want to pray that the Lord, who sees us and sees all our commitment, will show us mercy and grant us good health in the name of Jesus Christ. None of us will lose our health. The Lord will sustain us and grant us peace all around us. So what am I saying in essence? We shouldn't rob ourselves of good health by saying certain things are expensive. I keep saying this thing, and I don't want to sound, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. Like, why is she, keep saying this over and over again? Because I see the pain, around. And you are not a pauper. If you, for the fact that you cannot afford certain fruits, doesn't make you a poor person. There are other fruits. There are other things that God has blessed us with. Somebody will ask that, say, okay, encourage yourself in taking juices and the likes. Some will say, who has money to be doing juices? And I've taught us about 2 recipes or 2 different kind of juices that you can make, and you and your family can enjoy them. And one of such is tamarind juice that I shared the last time. And it was like the first time that some people are hearing tamarind. It was not a common juice. And tamarind is one of the things, one of the products. You just see it almost anyhow. It's now that people are paying too much attention that they are selling it a bit. They tie it the last one I bought 300 naira. Like, as in, they are making real money from it. It's not something that is common like that. And you know that tamarind is very good for the liver. Tamarind is exceptional for the liver. All you need to do with tamarind, boil it and put all those spices inside. And it will bring out the juice and the goodness out of it. And you will drink it. The other juice that are also very, very beautiful is hibiscus tea, the popular Zobo. You buy a bucket of I know how to cook it well. You have a large number of Zobo juice and you put all kinds of things inside. Put it inside your fridge. I made Zobo juice yesterday. And when I made everything, I bottled it inside. I had about almost 25 bottles that I kept inside. And it's quite refreshing. And you have tamarind there. I just try to alternate them. It's not all the time about orange juices, pineapple juices, this juice and the fresh juices. If you cannot afford them, and then they are expensive now. If you can't afford one thing, I'm telling you that so many goodness in other foods that are cheaper. And those are because you are not taking strawberry. And if you take tamarind, because tamarind is on the cheaper level, you think that you get more benefit in the strawberry than the. That's not true. The point, what is important is the knowledge, and that's why we gather here. That's why we come together. That's why I come to share with us the things that I see around. I'm privileged to see kind of different kind of things around me that also go into study of it, do a lot of research, move with people that have gone, gone really far, or they've been practicing nature thing for over 35 years, and they've seen amazing results. You can see it all over. I'm privileged to move with people like that, and you see results to all these small things that we really don't pay attention to. If you go and Google tamarind, you will see how beautiful. And if you don't like tamarind, Zobo is. I learned that a group of people went to Radisson Blue for a meeting, and they offered them Zobo juice. Now, the posh places are now serving Zobo juice. Some of the things that we think that they are not fancy enough, they are not in our class. But now we are all coming down to embrace our own thing. Let us just open our mind and not say this thing is expensive. Some people, a woman reached out to me and she was like, because of money. And I will begin to wonder, do we say things that are expensive on this platform? Or she said she couldn't continue, she left and all of that. No, she didn't leave, sorry. She couldn't continue. She was a bit distracted, and then and some people were complaining that maybe she's lost weight or this and all of that, and she felt so good within her, only for her to go back to the way she was eating before she became healthy. She started eating all those junk, and almost all the things that she was feeling before came back to her body. And then she started feeling pain, discomfort, all kinds of things started happening to her. See, we are not getting younger. I'm not sure. A few people in this community are less than 20. A few people, if we have any at all. We have the majority in from ages of maybe like 30, 35 and above. A higher percentage of 35 to 50 or 50. We have 45, 55. We have quite a number of us here in that category. So please, if you are one of the people that keep complaining about costs, please, I want you to change your mindset. And that's the reason why I came up with some of the things that we should use. They are not expensive. Basically, they are things that you can pluck even around you. Like, for instance, we're using bitter leaf. Why are we using bitter leaf? Although we've been having breast care challenge, I know we've been having it for some time now, but I want us to take a different dimension this period of time for certain reasons. And I will be sharing with you shortly. And I pray that all the things that we do for ourselves, every nature of things that we embrace, the Lord will cause grace to be multiplied through them in our lives. And so I'll be sharing with us some of the reasons why I want us to start doing our breast care challenge every month, at least the 1 week in each month. And the Lord, for as long as the Lord helps us, I don't know if we have to change. I will let you know as well. But for now, let's go on with this pattern so that we can get a hold of so many good things from the nature ingredients that we'll be using. Good evening once again, sisters. Like I said earlier, I decided to bring this up because I thought maybe I should not say it, but I think it will be better to share, and so that can all be informed. We'll be having breast care challenge for like two for at least for quarterly or so, and then I thought that we should do more, and I have a few concerns. Number one is the fact that some people say they don't have money to get certain things and the likes, and it's okay. Fingers are not equal. I understand, and that's one of the reasons why God has blessed us in different capacity, and God has blessed us and given everyone the chance to live a healthy lifestyle. People think for you to eat healthy, you have to eat the likes of strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, and the likes. But honestly, the way God designed everything is for you and I to be able to have access to good health through plants, through seeds, through all of that. And I will explain why. I will explain this to you. You see, there are plants that just grow up, that's just some plants that nobody can explain how they got there. There's some trees that even our forefathers would tell us. They can't even tell us that it was so person who um who cultivated or planted or deliberately planted that kind of crop or shrub or trees and all of that. Some of us, recently, I just found very close by to me, around my compound, I just see a plant start growing there. So I was wondering, or curious, and I didn't want anybody to just say. Different kind of plants have grown in that particular area, that particular space. And ugu, what's it call it? Water leaf has grown there. One other plant that one of my guys around told me the name that is very common in their village. I can't remember the name precisely. But we have seen different kind of plant. But amazingly, I just saw that a particular plant started growing there. And I was looking at it, I wasn't sure. I said, but this looks like guava, you know? And somebody just came, one of these people just say, did you plant guava? I said, I didn't plant guava. And, guava is not something that is common, that you eat and throw. But all of a sudden, the guava started growing there and growing well. But that's even not a real proper place where that guava can grow very well, where we can leave the guava leaf or tree to grow. It doesn't have enough space. That place doesn't have enough space. So what am I saying? God is gracious and so beautiful to every one of us. He's merciful. His character, his kindness, his love, his character, his mercy, his favor. That's the character of God. God is not man. But this time around, we're going to be using bone broth. Maybe later we can now try the vegetable broth. We'll do the vegetable, but this one is actually a combination of both vegetable broth and bone broth. Okay, it's also both, but there's one that we can do as just only vegetable broth. So let's try this out. This one first, then the bone broth. That's what it's called, a broth anyway, but we're going to be using. Imagine the amount of nutrients and minerals. So why are we using bone broth? Bone broth, you say bone broth, the skin bone that is where the minerals are stored. Ideally, we should have gotten maybe like grass-fed cow or so to use as a bone broth, but it doesn't matter. I believe that there's still so many benefits that are loaded into their bone broth. Okay, so we can use that one, either organic or none. Use that one, cook it the way I mentioned to us last week, and then get that, let it simmer, keep it. You can keep them inside your fridge, and then get small portion to drink and all of that. To drink it alone and enjoy it alone. So why are we doing that? It is loaded with a lot of minerals and a lot of vitamins, a lot of essential nutrients. You just take them and you drink them, okay? And it helps a great deal. It really helps a great deal. It helps to build the immune system because of the minerals, because of the vitamins that are present inside, and it helps a lot. So if you have gotten your materials, we're going to start our challenge by next week, Monday. We said we're going to start by 17th, right? So up to 2017 to 21st, by the grace of God. Carry your daughters along on this if they are available, if they are around you, if they are out of school or they are home or they are far away from you. Find a way to let them take this, but they partake in this challenge. Now, what are the things that you're going to be benefiting from doing this? For 1 week, we're going to be loading our body system with a lot of powerful nutrients like this. Why are we using bitter leaf for breast care? Research and studies have shown that bitter leaf has a powerful antioxidant. And when we are talking about antioxidants, things that can help rejuvenate our body system, fight free radicals, overcome oxidative stress. You need something that is high in antioxidant. You need something that is high in that's anti-inflammatory. If we can have those things in our body system, then we are driving towards good health. There are lots of plants like that, but the ones that are easy, if I call some plants now, some people say, what is that called? I can't even afford to call those plants here. There's plants that you can access. Bitter leaf is everywhere. You can plant one. You can plant one in your home. So we want to see how we can use bitter leaf for our health because it's high in antioxidant. And the studies have shown bitter leaf to have a very good effect on the oxidative stress that can affect women and that can also affect our breast. So in Western world, it is dandelion that research shows that women who take dandelion for a period of time, they have a very lower risk, of having a breast cancer. It helps anyway. The bottom line is that I'm not coming here to teach that bitter leaf cures breast cancer or prevents breast cancer. I'm only saying that it has a high amount of antioxidant, and if something has a lot of antioxidant, then it should have the power to help regenerative issues in our body system, rejuvenate us, rejuvenate our cells. And we are talking about cells here. Whatever we are talking about, any health issues completely, we're talking about how we can regenerate ourselves. That is on that note. Then we are also using, another thing that we are using here, we are using frankincense oil. Frankincense oil has also been found to be a powerful essential oil that helps with all kinds of degeneration and lump accumulation, that prevents the flow, okay? And if we have such ingredients, then it's something that we can embrace. And of course, we're going to be using castor oil. Castor oil is also another good ingredient, another good oil. Castor oil is an amazing, amazing oil. And I think everyone on this platform, everyone in this community should go and get castor oil in their homes. Another product that I've said people should get is also, I asked that we should get black seed oil. But then we shouldn't be part of people that work with trend, that work with flow. What is happening? What are they using now? No. There were seasons where it was moringa. There were seasons where it was it was soursop. Some were even confusing soursop juice and soursop leaf. And people who had breast cancer started eating soursop like mad, and a lot of issues. They were having terrible issues, terrible, spread and the likes. So that's not what we are saying here. Let us not follow trend. Whatever that God has blessed us with is something that we should use regularly. Now, we have castor oil. Castor oil has been seen to have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. It has also been seen to help to break lumps and tumors and all of that. So it's something that every woman should have. It's something that everyone, in fact, there was a woman who reached out to me concerning her health. I think she has a particular issue. And we said, okay, she should go and start using castor oil, apply castor oil, alongside with every other thing that you also recommended for her. Then let's try the castor oil as well. And she reached out to me and said, that castor oil and black seed oil is really doing an amazing work right now. So why shouldn't we embrace the thing that God has blessed us? Right here in this country, we have people who are growing castor oil seed, and they're also producing castor oil. We have here in Nigeria that we have, people as in tons and large quantity of castor oil here in this country that are not adulterated. Now, if you have that, you can see how many things I've mentioned. I've mentioned bitter leaf, I've mentioned frankincense, I've mentioned castor oil. Okay. And another thing I also want us to use is broth, bone broth. Now, bone broth might not be something that is common to everyone, and I want us to try it out. So I'm sure a number of us should have gotten ingredients, things around us, what we're going to use. We should have them handy. We should have gone to the market to buy some things that we're going to use for this, for our bone broth. Bone broth is another kind of juice that everyone uses. There's bone broth, there's also vegetable broth. So let me briefly share how we're going to be using the ingredients one after the other. Okay, I've talked about the bone broth. We should enjoy it like our drink, just take it like our drink. It's cheap. If you go to the market and ask those people, it's now that they discover that some people are using the biscuit bone for something good. If before they used to throw these bones away, so just tell them that you want to buy maybe like 500 naira, 1,000 naira worth. They will say to you, maybe up to a kg that we need. And if you don't have up to a kg, it's okay. Just get and use. In fact, some people have started doing the broom broth already, which is fine. So because it was actually part of what I shared last time, we should use to build our immune system, which is okay. So, but this period, I want us to do something. So on Monday, as we start, make sure you know your numbers in terms of sugar level. Please, caveat here. If you know that you have a low sugar issue, don't take bitter leaf juice on empty stomach or first thing in the morning. Please, I beg you. This is why I'm giving this note that when you want to use your bitter leaf juice, make sure you take it after your meal. After you have taken your meal, that's when you should take your bitter leaf juice. And you take a shot. Try and take a shot like 3 times a day, at least 2 times a day, which means morning or midday and later in the evening. If you can afford it, if you have called, which means you have the luxury of time, you have the availability, you have all of that, you can just make it, squeeze it, juice it, run it through your juicer, take a shot of it. A shot is like 4 tablespoons. If you can't deal with 4 tablespoons, please take 2 tablespoons, which is fine as well. You can take 2 tablespoons. It's amazing. Take it and enjoy. Then, if you have, um, if you have, what's it called it now? If you think you can say, but please don't take it on empty stomach, especially for people who have low blood sugar. In fact, generally, please let's take it after we have taken a meal, because our body system differs and it can actually reduce your blood sugar. Okay, it's very, very versatile for blood sugar. So we are not. I don't recommend it for people who have blood sugar to crash their blood. That's what we're going to do. We can get our blood sugar reduced, crashed in different manner. So please make sure that you use it 2 times, at least 2 times a day. Then the next one is once you wake up and you're dressing up, apply your black seed oil. Okay, apply your black seed right from your armpit side. Know how we do it. Apply it right from your armpit side down to your to your breast underneath and all of that, nipples and all of that. Just apply it. Then at night, also you can also add black castor oil plus your frankincense oil. 3 or 4 drops of frankincense oil, or between 2 and 4 drops of frankincense oil, together with your castor oil. Use it to rub from your armpit all the way down to your breasts and the other side, both breasts, please. Do it like that. Why do I say we should do this at night? When you are sleeping and you are relaxing, your body rejuvenates. So at that time, your body will go and do its work and rejuvenate your blood system. Remember, castor oil is very powerful when it comes to uh, draining and helping with inflammation. So if there is any form of inflammation going around or going on, that we handle it in the evening, at night when you are sleeping, because naturally your body have a way of resetting your body, rejuvenating your body, drawing out, and so imagine if you now aid it more by giving it so much, all of those ingredients that you applied on your body system. Now, the second one I want to also do, I've talked about black seed oil in the morning, then you can add your castor oil and frankincense oil in the evening. Okay, so we have dealt with castor oil, we have dealt with frankincense oil, black seed oil, and frankincense oil. That's how to use them. You can also take your black seed oil, 1 teaspoon of black seed oil as you wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning and you take black seed oil, it helps, not only helps inflammation and the rest, it also helps the brain. Black seed oil is also another amazing oil that is very good for neuro regenerative processes. It's very good for the brain. Neuro, when you hear neuro, those are the cells in the brain. Those are the brain cells. So it helps to rejuvenate it. So yeah, it's amazing. Try as much as possible to use. You can take it in the morning. It is optional. Okay, it's optional. So take it in the morning and enjoy the goodness. Now let's go to our bone broth. Now, when we are doing that bone broth, we can take our bone broth, okay? You can take them in the evening, you can take them in the morning, you can take them in the afternoon. If you have the luxury, if you have that time, if you can afford it. When I say can afford it, doesn't mean in terms of money. It means that maybe you are available, you have your bone broth with you, or you may want to say you are putting it in your flask to keep it warm, and then you now take it, okay? If you think that you don't want to take, if you think that it's all, we are adding kind of black pepper. I think there's there's cayenne pepper or something inside. I can't remember, but I remember that I put inside one of the one I did. So you can add it inside, but I know it's amazing. So please, let's enjoy this goodness very well. Now, we have talked about all of this. We've talked about our bitter leaf, how you should use it. I'm still going to get a lot of messages, direct messages. So how do I use the bitter leaf? How do I use my this and all of that? God will help me in Jesus' name. So if you have, let me say it again, in the morning, afternoon, or night, you can take your bitter leaf, make it 3 times, or at least two times. And make sure you don't take it first thing in the morning. I have not said take bitter leaf first thing in the morning. Please, that is not what you are taking. Take it after your meal. Take it after your meal, okay? Then then we go to our frankincense oil and our black seed oil and our castor oil. I said use your black seed oil right in the morning when you you just rub it from your armpit down all the way down to your breast and all of that. Show that. Then at night, use your castor oil and frankincense oil between 2 to 4 drops. Drop them and rub it from that same angle, from that under your armpit. Make sure you put under your armpit very well low. Put under your armpit and put it under your breast and the nipples and rub it like that. So that at night when you are sleeping, your body is rejuvenating and also helping to the castor oil and the frankincense oil is also aiding the rejuvenation and also the activity of the castor oil to help to combat inflammation. So that is how we're going to use that one. Then I said we should also use our bone broth. Our bone broth, enjoy your bone broth like your drink, just like your tea. Okay, you can decide that is the tea you're going to take for that week. So you can get it 2 times, you can do it 3 times, you can do it once if that's the only time that you have. But make sure you can do it in the morning, afternoon, in the night. However it's convenient for you, please make sure you enjoy your bone broth or your bone broth for that day. I've mentioned bitter leaf, mentioned castor oil, mentioned frankincense oil, mentioned black seed oil, and mentioned bone broth. So that's the ingredients that we're going to use. And it's important for us to embark on this. I have seen a lot. Honestly, sometimes I can be paranoid myself that what's going on? It is alarming. It is something that I can't explain myself. The rates at which this is happening to women, it's alarming. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And to back it up with prayers, do all that we can do. Trust God for everything. Ask for the mercy of the Lord to speak on our behalf. Do our part. Do away. This is not the time that you'll be eating anyhow. This is not the time you'll be drinking anything. And be saying it is only God that helps somebody. Please, my sisters, mommies, aunties, and friends, it is not the time. It's time to embrace and help one another. I'm speaking. I'm also speaking to myself. Also speaking to myself. And we must do everything in our power. Everything in our power, in our capability, in our power and our strength to do all that we can do. And for those who are battling with oncology issues, okay, BC or whichever aspect of capital C, I know that God is with you.